What's going on, everyone? Talen here, and welcome to another Epic 7 video. And look at that. We are actually in gold. I never thought I would see the day. Yes, this is going to be an RTA video, and we're going to be trying to ruin that and go back down to silver by drafting Aria. So that's who we're going to try to be using today. We'll see how that goes. Let's go ahead and search for our first opponent. I mean, this gold was pretty much just handed to me because after I did my placement, it just put me into gold. So yeah, I mean, it just put me into gold, and then I think I lost a few matches, I won a few matches, and I'm still in gold. So I don't think we want to first pick her. We definitely want to first pick Hwayong though. Hwayong is just so dang good. I love Hwayong. Alright, so now we'll try to... Are we just gonna like last pick her maybe? I'm not sure. But 2 non-attacks, so you know who we're gonna be getting. Definitely gonna be getting Celine. And... you know what? Should I get Dilibet this early? No, let's get Maid. Let's grab Maid there. And now we're gonna grab Aria and one other. Who do we want to put with Aria? Let's put... I don't know. I guess we'll see who he picks. We could put Crow in because that gives us a defense buff, and then that also gives us a Aureus to kind of mitigate damage. Or we could put Rem in, and then he's probably just going to be force banning Rem. Yeah, let's just grab Rem because I'm pretty sure that's going to make him ban Rem. And I'm not sure, I think we have to ban the Piera, right? Because she buff blocks me. And I can't really be having Aria buff block because we need to, I mean, her whole point is just a counter, so we need that counter attack buff. So yeah, I think we just ban her. I don't think Landy is that scary, is she? Oh, banned Aria. I mean, the whole point of me doing this draft was for Aria. So, that's annoying. And that's the whole reason I banned Piera. If I knew that he wasn't going to, or if I knew that he was going to ban Aria, then I probably wouldn't have banned Piera. I probably would have banned somebody else. Why did he do that? I mean, he knows that I have Celine here. I'm very confused. I'm not really sure what he was thinking there. Why did he do that? Was he just banking on my Celine not being on the artifact that targets the highest attack? That I was just on the stealth one or something? Because I do have my Celine on the artifact that targets the highest attack because, I mean... in my opinion, that's the most valuable one, but I don't know. I mean, stealth all the time is definitely nice, but there's too many people that strip it and too many people that do AoE, so it doesn't seem to work very well for me personally, but I guess if you learn how to draft or play around it, then sure. Alright, so what are we going to do here for this one? So it definitely needs something to deal with Ravi. Alright, so I think we still want Maid. And then Hwayong can deal with Ravi, but I have a feeling he's going to be banning her. Let's go with... I'm kind of thinking maybe Jacko. Let's go with Jacko, yeah. I haven't really used Jacko very much. I was actually planning on doing like a separate video on Jacko because I haven't done any videos on her. We're gonna try to use Aria, but I guess it depends on if he picks more Earth units or not, which I don't think he will since I have 2 fighters. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so we want to use probably Rem. No, I think we have to just pick Aria and Celine. Because he has 2 non-attack skills now, so definitely want to do that. But both of them buff block, so of course that's going to make it so I probably can't use Aria, but I mean, I guess it'll be a showcase for the other characters. So I think we Angelica silences as well, whereas Piara only buff blocks. But she gives attack buff to everybody. Operating Sigurd also gives attack buff to everybody, so let's ban the Angelica. Because the Angelica will silence, and if we get Maid silenced, that would be bad. But if Maid doesn't get silenced, because we ban her, then hopefully we can just cleanse the buff block. Oh, but I forgot, my Aria is faster than... Aria is faster. Oh, nice. That really helped me, because that makes it so Maid Chloe goes before Aria. Thank you. Thank you very much. Alright, so who's his highest attacker? Probably Rimmer, right? Oh no, it's actually her. Interesting. I don't really care about Rimuru going here. That Rimuru does like no damage. What is this Rimuru built for? Is it just a tank? I didn't look at his health. He has like no health too. What is this Rimuru? He couldn't even kill my Celine with attack buff. My Celine has like no health. So I'm very confused on that Rimuru. Right, so, oh wait, Aria's buff block, isn't she? I think she is. Yeah, she is. That's kind of annoying, but we'll see what happens. Alright, so it's a 2-turn buff block here. Yeah, that's... you can't have buff block in Aria. I mean, we would have definitely won there if we weren't buff blocked. If we were able to use our 3rd skill with Aria, that was it. We would have won. But no, we were not able to. Got to do some way to be able to cleanse, or maybe we just. Actually, maybe we just start banning Piera, because then they can only have Angel of Light, and I can always just ban the Angel of Light, so then we should not be able to get buff block. Yeah, let's just ban Piera. How about that? That should make this significantly easier, because then we don't have to worry about buff blocking. So let's go ahead and do that. What is it? Piera. I don't know how to spell her name. Let's just go by water. Water. Alright, where is she? There she is. Okay, so he's going to use Hwoyong first. So we are going to go Crow and Maid. Where are you, Maid? There you are. And then we will use Aria with somebody else, depending on if he's going to use like a lot of debuffers or not, or people that strip. We'll see. I mean, okay, Cowrick literally does nothing. He's only good if I'm using debuffs, which I'm not using debuffs, so I mean, okay. And then I think we use maybe Millum actually. Yeah, let's use Millum here. I mean, okay. Then, kind of thinking maybe see Lilius, because he has nobody fast. Yeah, he's got nobody fast, so we can just use C. Lilius here. And then I think we just ban him so we don't get slept, because he strips as well, so he can strip our counterattack buff. So let's just ban him, because we don't want anyone to strip Aria. That's the main goal here. And Aria has AoE, so I think those are all self-imprints. So we can reach the S10 that way. I mean, okay, so he goes, and then Hwoyong should be fine. Because what he's going to do, try to kill Maid? That just prevents us from getting attack buff, and then that's perfectly fine, because all my other units go afterwards. Wow, his Hwoyong sucks. That barely killed her. He should have been doing so much more damage than that. I guess let's just do some chip damage here. But now we'll start working on the Violet. And now we get this to go up. Is she gonna stun us? That would be pretty annoying. Of course. Why? It's like impossible to use units that you want to try to use. It's so stupid. So frustrating. She needs to give herself immunity with that third skill. I mean, that is literally the only way to make her work, is to give her immunity with that third skill. There's no other way to use her. She has to have something like that. I mean, nice dual attacks, dude. I think we're still okay here, because now we just go here, and then we go here. And Crow is pretty much taking enough damage now, I think, to go after Hwoyong. Yeah, so if S10 misses my Millum here, I think we have a really good chance of winning. There we go. Alright, so now Hwoyong is dead. Oh, we didn't have enough focus. Oh, I thought we were going to do our Dragon Buster there. Whoops. I think even on a miss, we die. Oh, no we don't. Oh, I should not have quit out. We would have won there. Shoot. Because I would have one-shot that S10 with my Dragon Buster. Well, whoops. That was a throwaway. That didn't need to happen. But why is it so impossible to use Aria? There are just too many ways to deal with what she needs to do. Her main thing is she just needs to take attacks to counter. But everybody strips, everybody buff blocks, everybody can apparently stun. I mean, there's just... It's just, I don't know, it's so frustrating when you're trying to just use a unit and the game makes it literally impossible to use them. Alright, so this guy banned Lilius, so he's probably doesn't have a lot of speed contesters, is what I'm guessing from that. I mean, okay. I picked Huayong. Why are you picking Violet with Huayong on the team? That's a big mistake by that guy's part. Alright, so now we want to use Crow as well. And then I think we use Aria. Yeah, so then we'll use Aria and Operator Secret. Why not? Alright, come on, dude. Just pick anybody. Alright, so I'm pretty sure he's going to ban the Huayong. So if he bans Huayong, then I need to ban the Violets. Yeah. My Operator Sigrid is very slow, so that Angelica's going to go first, which is fine because I can't AoE anyway. Oh, never mind, that Angelica is very slow apparently. My Operator Sigrid is only 230 speed, 232 I think. So I'm very surprised that I took the first turn. What are we doing? Let's go ahead and let's do this. See if we can stun the blind. Oh, no stun. Alright, well, pop up our counterattack, and the first match where Aria's actually going to do damage to somebody. Come on, Aria. Let's see what you can do. Alright, I mean, that lifesteal is nice. She's basically up to full health again. I didn't see how much that lifesteal is. Let's take a look this time. Oh, about 2k. Okay. Actually, I think she's at full health. She might have healed up for more than that. That's not bad. We silenced the blind. That is very good. Because now she can't provoke anybody. And now we get another counterattack here. Come on, dude. You can only do one attack. Oh, I swear, if you blind me, you son of a... The debuffs are... Oh, well, we still win, but... I mean, we still would have won anyway, but... Debuffs are just so bad for Aria. Like, any debuff seems to just ruin her day. Ugh. Yeah, I would really like it to have immunity on the third skill, or the third skill to cleanse all debuffs when you use it, kind of like Hwoyang. Because that would be a lot better. I mainly just pick Hwoyang so that I don't have to play against her as well. I mean, she's really good though, so there is that as well. Do we want to try something a little different this time? What should we do? I feel like I kind of want to try a little bit of a different team this time, but I don't know who I want to try. Let's go... Well, I mean, it might not be different. Let's just use Aria and Celine. I mean, I've been using these 3 units quite a bit, but pick him in slightly different order this time. He's... I mean, okay. And now we use... Let's use Rimuru here. He's got 2 people that give invincibility. We can just steal that invincibility. And then let's use... who else would be good here? We kind of want some... Do we want some mitigation? What do we want? I'll just use Jacko again. Why not? Let's see if we can find a use for her. Kind of just want to use units that I want to play with here, and right now it's Aria and Jacko are kind of the 2 newest units on my roster, so they're the ones I would like to kind of play around with, have some fun with, but you know, we'll take what we can get. We have no way to deal with the whatchamacallit buff block, so we need to get rid of that because I didn't draft a cleanser, which I kind of realized. Cerise doesn't buff block, does she? She just does restrict. Restrict and, shoot, what is the other one? Don't tell me it is buff block. Oh, it's speed down, that's right. Okay. We want to go after the blind first. This is a low health blind. Because usually I think I do more damage than that. Ooh, right. Thank you. Now we can get the kill. Now let's see if we can stun. Oh, no stun. Alright, so that's fine. You can go ahead and do that. Actually, that pushes the Ravi up, which is a little annoying. Oh no, that isn't a non-attack skill. Why did I think that was a non-attack skill? I'm not sure, but anyway. There we go. And we'll just do that. Alright, so now the Ravi has to attack her. And then we will dispel everything with this counterattack, because that'll get our S3 up. Oh no, that doesn't get our S3 up. Don't call in Ravi. Call in Elena, please. Son of a... Oh! Come on, heal up the full. Big heal here from this attack, hopefully. Don't really care about that, and... Actually, I do, because that helps me out. Yeah, that gets trigger Celine. What do you think about that? Alright, I think we're good now, because this will get very close to killing the Ravi. Oh, no, we didn't trigger Reverse Tooth. She has a resistance, but I think we still go for it. Oh, nice. We got the kill. Why not? Let's burn it just because. I mean, Aria did do pretty good here. She healed up quite a bit with that extra attack. She barely survived, though, that dual attack with the rabbit, which a little worrisome. I would have liked her to survive that a little bit better, but apparently she's not as tanky as I thought. I give her a pretty good amount of defense. What does she have? She has 2100 defense, I think. Yeah, 2100 defense. I don't remember how much health. She only has like 11 or 1200 health. I think just 1100. Maybe it's just because she has really low health. That could be the issue. But let's just do this one more fight here. And see if we can get another Aria fight going or not. Alright, those two units are perfectly fine. I think we just use Celine, Link, and Aria. And then depending on what he picks, we might actually just be able to use Politis and what's it called, and Jacko as the last ones. Because then we can get the stun combo, giving Politis the stun buff while she has Abyssal Crown could be nice. Come on, who else is he picking? Yeah, so we're just going to use Politis, and we are going to use Jacko. Where's Jacko? He was up at the top, right? Yeah, there she is. Alright, so I think we just ban the Celine. Yeah, just ban the Celine so that she can't revive them or do anything. I mean, probably not the best ban on his part, but it'll work. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. Oh, well, you can push back my... Never mind. For some reason, I thought that he wouldn't be able to push back my Celine, but he can. If the Charles has the highest attack, the Charles is definitely dead. The Rem will probably survive, though. Yeah, the Charles should definitely be dead here. There's no way that he doesn't, so... die to that. They're going to be pushing back Celine. Yeah, that's to be expected. Why is he doing that? He already has attack buff. Very confused. That's fine. Yeah, that's all fine. Okay, so now we can hopefully just kill this round. We did miss, which is a little annoying, but what you gonna do? Do this because this gives us attack buff. Let's go ahead and do that, because when he hits her, well, it should hit the Rem hopefully too. What? Why didn't we counter? Very confused. We should have countered right there. We had the counter attack buff up because we weren't buff blocked. Interesting. Alright, so now we just go here. It's almost dead. I mean, okay. Thought you would be attacking the Huoyong instead. And Huoyong can still win this if we have our S3 up. Actually, I don't think we have S3 up because we have immunity still. Huh? How did she die to that? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. Got really unlucky in that fight. Because for some reason we didn't counter. Why did we not counter? We had counterattack buff up. Let's do one more. Let's try to actually get an attack off with her. That was really weird. Because Calric doesn't have the thing where he's uncounterable when he attacks, right? If he uses a skill, you can't counter him? Do you have that Landy effect going on? I have no idea, because all I know is he cleanses debuffs. That's the only thing I know about him. Alright, so we want... Maybe we'll first pick Maid. Yeah, we're gonna first pick Maid. And then we are going to pick... You know, I haven't used Surmia in a while. Let's go ahead and pick Surmia. I mean, that doesn't really seem like a good pick based off the first 2 units I picked, but sure, why not? And then we are going to use Aria and Talen. Then if he doesn't pick another speed contester, I'm just going to pick Conqueror Lilius, because then I think he's going to have to ban Conqueror Lilius. Yeah, so far so good. Okay, yeah, and now we just pick Lilius. Ban the Angelica. And now if he doesn't ban Lilius, we take turn 1. What's he gonna ban? I'm assuming he's gonna ban Lilius. Oh, he didn't. Interesting. So depending on the speed, we're probably just gonna push back the Rimuru. Because then the Rimuru can't do his S3 right away. Actually, all his units are really slow. So let's do this. And then I think we will... I think we do push back the Rimuru. And then we go over here. What? Why did Aria get countered? What happened there? How did Ravi counter? I am confused. Why did we get countered? Oh, whatever, it doesn't matter. Let's just do some more damage. Actually, let's just kill this ring. Wow, this is a very squishy ring. Now it's time for Aria to put in work. We will get R. Yeah, boom, counter. And then S2. Sick the Raven on them. Yes, blast them to smithereens. Nice. Stop dual attacking. Now we just go here. Because Surmia is going to kill the Vildred. And then I think we can just kill the Vildred again, right? If we soul burn. I mean, my Surmia doesn't do a ton of damage, but soul burn maybe? No, not quite. Yeah, I want to get her damage up, but I like her speed and I like her defense where it's at. And I don't really have gear to do more. Anyway. You're not gonna, yeah, I was gonna say, you're not gonna win with just Rimuru. Alright, so that I think is where we're gonna stop. We got a little bit of gameplay in there with Aria, but I don't know, the few fights where we actually were able to get her S3 off, she did really well. And those are her stats there, so nothing too crazy. We don't have max crit rate, but she was critting most of the time. We only had 2k defense. Okay, for some reason I thought we had 21, only 10k. I think that's because when I was looking at her gear, I was using the gear, what's it called? The gear calculator, and it calculated all the gear, like my stats, when all the gear was level 90, not 85. So when I was equipping her, I was looking at the gear as if it was level 90. So that's why everything's a little bit lower, because I think what she would have if all this gear was 90 is like 21 or 2200 defense, 1200 or 12k HP, 210 speed, I think, like 210, 212. It was 98%, 97% crit rates, and 230 crit damage. So a lot of better stats, of course, when you get geared to 90, but I don't really have the resources for that. And if she's just going to be like one of the fun units that I just play here and there, then I don't really invest as much resources into those units than I do for units that I use like all the time. But I mean, she is fun when you get to use her. It's just there's so many things that counter her that just make it almost impossible to use her. And we were using her own artifact this whole time. Maybe if I put on, what, F10's artifact, where that was the tea time one, or wait, I think she has the artifact. Yeah, Fairy Tale for Nightmare. I need to level this up. I would like to get a dupe of this. I should try to get a dupe, probably. But anyway, that is going to be Aria in low-level RTA. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you want me to change around how I do these RTA videos, if you want me to cut out like the drafts, or if you just like seeing this whole thing just uncut like this. If you want me to, I don't know, edit the fights down a little bit or something. But yeah, just let me know. I mean, I like just doing the video like this and just letting it run and just having a slightly longer video, and then you just get to see everything that happens. But I know sometimes I take a while to actually draft my units. I'm very indecisive, so the timer ticks down and ends up taking a while in the drafting phase. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed, and of course I will catch you in the next one.